Hey team, Roger Irier with Prevail. I got my good buddy, Wade Katarba. Today we really wanted to talk about, I guess, the life of a medical sales rep. You know, we both lived that life for, 27 years combined.
12 for me.
Yeah, 15 for me. I mean, what a rewarding career. Challenging in a lot of ways, and my gosh, I mean, it changes, right? I mean, even from the time that we started to now.
Immensely. I mean, the 12 years that I did it, it seemed like every year was different and new.
Right. And, you know, we're both on the manufacturer side, you've got the distribution side, and a lot of this really applies to any really like highly variably compensated, you know, sales representative.
100%. Yeah.
You know,
doesn't just have to be in the medical industry.
You've got goals every year where, you know, maybe you're trying to maintain your base of business and you're trying to grow on top of that, you know, to make your additional dollars, and you don't necessarily get your goals January 1, right? I mean, in the medical space, you've got, you know, the clinics and surgery centers being bought up by larger
IDNs,
organizations,
GPOs,
right? You know, you maybe lose a contact, the decision making's in Tennessee or something where you're not there.
Right.
And so, I mean, yeah, but I mean, again, it can be very, very rewarding.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed every minute of it, kind of up until I didn't. You know, to your point, the goal for quota and hitting and achieving it is more quota, you know, and
Right.
it's kind of like, where is that going to end?
Right.
Very rewarding career. Loved, like I said, every minute of it. Challenging for sure.
Right.
Stressful. You know, pulling your hair out at sometimes. But
Sure.
I do think that, you know, having that background that you and I share, and like you said, 15 for you, 12 for me, almost 30 years collectively, gives us a really interesting viewpoint into what we do now, which is
Right.
help individuals who are, like you mentioned, highly compensated on the variable aspect, that is kind of changing every day.
Right.
You know, like you said, quotas, I used to not get my yearly quota till April sometimes. And
Right.
I get it. I know what they're doing in the finance department, but it was stressful not knowing what my quota was going to be.
Right.
And having those unknowns really kind of weighed on you,
Sure.
and kind of maybe reflected on your income. And
Right.
so what I enjoy now, being on board for 9 months, is helping people navigate, you know, those ups and downs so we can smooth it out.
Right.
On the back end with their retirement goals in mind.
Right. And I mean, again, what a blessing to be in such a lucrative type of career where you can put up really some big numbers.
Very big.
And then you've got some questions of like, okay, I've got my 401k and I've got a Roth option and I can only put X amount of dollars, and I've got employee stock options and I've got RSUs.
Right.
And do I want to buy a coffee shop and like all of these other things? But really, you know, to get to the nuts and bolts is you work really hard, you make this income. You want to make sure, you want to make sure it counts for something.
Yeah.
And also, you want to be able to stop when it's your time and on your accord.
And I think one thing, and I don't want to speak for everybody out there,
Sure.
but I will speak for myself. There's a lot of misconceptions and questions that people have because you are, I don't want to say just a typical W-2 employee, but you know, you collect your paycheck, you work hard, your paycheck grows, and you it's kind of this linear progression.
Yeah.
And I think that what I know now, I wish I knew 12 years ago, because of, you know, learning about the power of compounding interest and,
Sure.
and knowing, obviously I knew in the past what it was, but now kind of realizing that what I could have been doing years ago would have been exponential now. And
Right.
and I think that that's been the fun thing that I've done over the last 9 months is
Right.
help people kind of, you know, we can't change the past. I can't go back, unfortunately, on myself or for others, but what I can do is hopefully help their forward projection and move that needle starting today.
Right.
And that's been something that I think is helpful in kind of guiding these individuals on their future retirement goals.
Yeah, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, I'll be honest, I was naive when I started, thinking people did know that. And,
Sure.
you know, I think I had a previous video where I mentioned I had 5 401ks just sitting out there and I didn't really even know what to do. And I think there's a lot of people that are in that situation that, quite frankly, may be scared to even have that conversation because, like I just mentioned, they feel like they might have done something wrong,
Right. Yeah.
you know, or lost out on an opportunity. But again, we can't change the past. So
Yep.
what we would like to do is just kind of help individuals that are maybe in that space, arena, whatever you want to call it, and start fresh and show them what we are able to do for them. And you know, I think you said it best, they work hard for the money. I kind of want to work as hard with their money that they did for it. So it's kind of working for them to give them the outcome that they ultimately want, whether that be, at 55, 65, wherever in life.
Well, it's definitely been a blessing, to work with other Rogers and Wades across the United States and help them navigate, their own financial journeys. If you've got any questions or anything that we can assist with, message us, click the link below, and we're happy to connect and help you on your own journey.
Appreciate it. Thank you.